Good morning, children. This is English video session for class 10. We are now doing the topic The First Flight, chapter number 7, Glimpses of India. We have completed the first, that is the bakers from Goa. The second, that is Coorg, is in the verge of completion. I repeat, this is English video session for class 10. The book we are doing is First Flight, chapter number 7, Glimpses of India. And in Glimpses of India, we have 3 chapters. In that, we are now dealing with the second chapter, that is the Coorg. Yesterday in the class, yesterday when we in the video session, we spoke about the location of Coorg, that is in between the Mysore and the coastal town. And it is inhabited with a proud race of martial men. The martial men noted for their extreme warrior. They are all extreme warriors. The place is also known for beautiful women and wild creatures. Coorg or Kodagu, though also we saw, it's a small district. It's the smallest, not even small, it is the smallest district of Karnataka. And what is the most important thing of that? It is full of rain, evergreen rainforest. The place is evergreen rainforest. And what are all the things that are grown there? Spices and coffee. And in fact, you can even smell the fresh coffee, we read. Okay. And what happens? The place you cannot visit during the monsoon because of the heavy rain. Okay, pouring, it keeps pouring. So, what is the best period to go and relax and enjoy in Coorg is from September to March. Okay, so whenever you go there, that you can feel the smell of coffee in the air, and the coffee estates and colonial bungalows stand tucked with under the tree canopies. You can see the tree canopies. Oh, yesterday itself we saw what is canopy? Roof like coverings that form shelter. Roof like coverings that form shelter. Yes, canopies. Roof like coverings that form shelters. Okay. The fiercely independent people of Coorg, or possibly the people from Greek, and so this we have seen that the people who came there were the Greeks and the Arabic. How do we know? Let us see the story. As one story goes, a part of Alexander's men, you know Alexander the Great, the Greek emperor, moved to south along the coast and settled here when return became impractical. So they couldn't go back to their country, Babylon. They could not go back. So what did they do? They settled in Coorg. They did not move. So what happened? These people married amongst the locals and their culture is apparent in the martial traditions, marriage, and religious rites, which are distinct from the Hindu mainstream. So, Hindu mainstream, what are the things you know? But here it is slightly different from the Hindu mainstream because of the mixture of the Greek, exactly, because of the Greek. So these warriors, they married the women of the Coorg, and what happened? The rituals, everything is mixed now. Okay. Yes, there are people. These people married amongst the locals. Who are the locals? Coorgis, the originals of Coorg, and their culture is apparent. Okay, so there could be only a mixed culture. Okay, apparently in the martial tradition. So it is the martial traditions and marriage and religious rites. All the rites, everything is a little different from that of the main Hindu religion. Clear? Yes. The theory of Arab, now we saw that it is a combination of Greek and Arab. What is Arabic culture? Let's see. You see the dress of the man worn there in the left? Could you see the picture? Yes. Could you see the big robe, the lengthy cloth, coat, long cloth? It goes, I think, just below the knee, right below the knee. Yes. A lengthy long coat. Yes. Usually such dress was worn by the Arabs. Okay. Ah, the draw support. See, the theory of the Arab origin draws support from the long black coat. Please see their dress. And see, there is something in their hip. There is a belt, waist belt. Yes. And there is also a weapon that is carried in their hip. See? Yes, they also carry a weapon. Yes. So the theory of the Arabs draws support from the long black coat with an embroidered waist belt. So the belt is embroidered, worn by the Cordovas, known as kupia. What is the name of the dress? Kupia. It resembles the kufia worn by the Arabs and the Kurds. Okay, so the dress resembles more of the kufias worn by the Kurds and the Arabs. Okay, so that is how you got it. Now, yesterday we also saw about the Kurds' tradition of hospitality. They are more than willing to recount numerous tales of valor. What is tales of valor? Bravery, yes, or connected with war. Okay, and the sons and the fathers of the sons and fathers. The Coorg regiment is one of the most decorated in the Indian army. The first chief of the Indian army, General Karyappa, was a Coorgi. So it all goes like that. Even Kodavas are the only people in India who are permitted to carry the firearms without license. So you saw the picture how that Kodavas, the dress in that the firearm is there in the middle. Yes, and in India it is allowed. Firearm is allowed. They are ready. They are permitted to carry firearms without any license. Okay, only that category of people. So now it is river Kaveri obtains its water from the hills and forests of Coorg. So the main source where Kaveri, the river, the large river Kaveri is coming is from the hills and forests of Coorg only. So Mahashir, what is this Mahashir? It is a large freshwater fish. It is a large freshwater fish. It abounds in these waters. Kingfishers dive for their catch while squirrels and langur drop the partially eaten fruit for their mischief of enjoying the splash and the ripple effect of the clear water. So these are they play there who the kingfishers dive for their catch, so their food. Okay, then squirrels and langurs, monkeys, one variety of monkeys. What do? Drop half eaten, partially eaten, once some eaten, then they put it in the water, clear water. So what happens? They splash, the water splashes and ripple effect causes. So they enjoy all these things. What about the elephants? Elephants, they take their bath, their lavish bath, being bathed and scrubbed by the river by the Mohols. They have a wonderful bath by the in during this place. The most laid back individuals become converts to the life of high energy adventure with river rafting, canoeing, rappelling, rock climbing. So these are all the various things that were there: rafting, canoeing, rappelling, high energy adventure like rafting, canoeing. What is rafting? It is a floating platform made by tying planks together. Okay, it will be only a plank. Okay, in that they will platform like, and they will go through the travel through the river. That is rafting. Canoeing is, it will be narrow and lengthy, traveling in a kind of long, large but narrow boat is canoeing. Then rappel is going between the cliff by sliding. Uh, Rappel is between the two hills. No, you tie it, and the cliffs you slide down the rope is called rappelling. What is it called? Rappelling. And you know, rock climbing, mountain climbing, all these things are very common in the Coorg place. Adventures, numerous adventures. Okay, numerous walking trails in this region are favorite with trekkers. Trails are usually the path created by walking. Trekking is up the tough paths. Okay, favorite with trekkers. Birds, bees, and butterflies are there to give you company, and macaques, Malabar squirrels, langurs, and slanders loris. Keep a watchful eye from the from the tree canopy. So they always sit on the canopy. What is canopy? It's a tree shelter. So they all sit there and keep watching. But I do, however, prefer to step aside for the wild elephants. So they just keep roaming around. So you need to be very cautious of the entry of the wild elephant. The climb to the Brahmagiri hills brings you into the panoramic view of the entire misty landscape of the cube. Panoramic view, Panoramic, means a view with a wide area. So when you go up in the hill, you get a beautiful landscape view. Yes, see. So when you climb the Brahmagiri hill, where Brahmagiri hill, you will get into the panoramic view. Okay, the beautiful view of the landscape of the area of the land. Okay, entire misty landscape. It's almost misty. It will be like a cloudy, like. Okay, a walk across the rope bridge leads to 64-acre island of Nisargadaama. Islands of Nisargadaama. So there is a walk across the rope bridge. So how many acres of land you will be walking? Rope bridge, 64 acres in island of Nisarga Dhama. Not 1 acre, 2 acre, 64 acre island of Nisarga Dhama. Running into a Buddhist monks from India's largest Tibetan settlement are the nearby Bailakuppe. So near Bailakuppe, you have the Tibetan settlements. Okay, so it's a lot of people, no? It's a bonus. So you have the Tibetan culture also, you have the Greek culture, you have the Arabic culture. Now you don't, there is nothing like less at all. Everything is there. Yes. Running into the Buddhist monks from the India's largest Tibetan settlement at nearby Bailekuppe is a bonus. The monks in red ochre and yellow robes are amongst the many surprises that wait to be discovered by visitors searching for the heart and soul of India right here in Coorg. Okay, so the monks, who are these monks? They are all Buddhist monks. Red ochre, okay, yellow robes, that is the saffron color, the brick red color robes. They are all amongst the many surprises. When you walk around, you'll be wait to discover the visitors searching for heart and soul of India. So they find the real soul of India in Coorg, right here in Coorg. Okay, so what is the most important point here? The Brahmagiri Hills. So when you climb on it, what do you get? You get a panoramic view. That is a full view of the landscape. It's full of misty landscape. Then point 2 is the island of Nisargadhama. What is it? A walk across the rope. How many acres of land island? Acre island, 64 acres island of Nisargadhama. What is it? Rope bridge. It's a rope bridge. Then what happens? Whom all the people you will meet? You will be meeting Buddhist monks, because there is the largest Tibetan settlement is also there near Bailakuppe. Largest Tibetan settlement nearby Bailakuppe. Okay. It is a bonus. The monks in red, ochre and yellow robes are amongst the many surprises you will be seeing. Okay, and you will, most of them, they discover the heart and soul of India right in Coorg. Okay, this is about the place. And now let's see about how do we reach. So when you're writing the uh, uh, whenever you want to write about a place, how to reach, etc., you need to know about the details of the place. Yes. Madikeri, how to reach? Madikeri, the district headquarters, is the only gateway to Coorg. The misty hills, lush forests, and the coffee plantation will cast a spell on you. Find a resort, coffee estate, or a stay-in home for a truly Coorgi experience. By air, the nearest airport are Mangalore, 135 kilometers, and Bangalore, 260 kilometers. There are flights to Mangalore from Mumbai and to Bangalore from Ahmedabad, Chennai, Delhi, Goa, Hyderabad, Kochi, Kolkata, Mumbai and Pune. Rail route, nearest rail heads are Mysore, Mangalore and Hassan. By road, there are two routes to Coorg from Bangalore. Both are almost the same distance, 250 260 kilometers. The route via Mysore is the most frequented one. The other one is via Neelamangal, Kunigal and Channaraya Pattana. Okay, so these are the routes through which you can reach Coorg. The only thing is nearest is Bangalore and Mangalore. Mangalore is hardly 135 kilometers. From Mangalore it's only 135 kilometers, and from Bangalore it is 260 kilometers. So you can reach, after reaching Bangalore, you can even take road or even rail. Okay, so the routes for bus, the rail bus road route is two-way. That is, one is through via Mysore, another is via Neelamangal, Kunigal and Channaraya Pattana. Okay, take care, children. Hope you will make a wonderful visit and enjoy, and write about your experience also. So please do read about it. Just see the questions. Where is Coorg? You know the location now. What is the story about the Kodava people descent? Arab. Yes, Arab, Greek, and you also have the Tibetan settlements. The people of the Coorg, what is the sum of the things you know about the people of the Coorg? The hospitality part, crops grown, please write. Sports it offers, especially adventure sports. Okay, children. So animals, distance from Coorg, you have already just now we mentioned. Yes, so just read these questions. The answers we have read, number of times we have seen these things. Please read and find the answer. Clear? With this, I stop. Thank you.